Aloha, this is the Green Lighting Mr. T, and welcome back to more Paper Mario Master Quest. Last episode, there was the fight with Monstar? Wait, no. Disaster! That's it. And decided I needed to just have a battle strategy for that entire fight. Left it alone for now. We're in the pit. I made my way back to floor to floor 7. Technically, made my way back to floor 69 of all floors. I got a feeling fine badge from the chest, which I'm interested in testing because the results from looking around online for what it exactly does is not detailed enough. Most of it probably is referring to Thousand Year Door, since it includes status ailments from that game, all the descriptions it provided for the other status ailments it protects. Nothing said exclusively what it did in Paper Mario 64 version, but one thing that was listed nowhere is that it protects against freezing. So the Crystal King fight probably was not going to be made easier, unfortunately, but I will go ahead and test that as soon as we're out of this pit. That and the tornado jump, whirlwind dizzy attack thing, whatever that's supposed to be. So, a lot has happened in between parts. I had to stop recording during that session because, there was water flooding in the basement. There was a big storm. And, oh man, that was so close. And, just let me get this. Missed. Thank you. Alright. Sorry, I really want to start this off to a good start. So, I was up until like 7 in the morning of the next day just mopping up the floor. And I started mopping at night of the previous day. And that was 2 days ago. And then the entire next day was just me just recovering from the previous morning, I guess. It was technically that same day. And now here I am today with an ear problem. Basically, I overproduce earwax in my ears, which, can block your ear passageway. And basically, hearing is dulled on the left side of my left ear. And because of that, most of my face is, the left side of my face is numb. It sucks. So I have to get my ear cleaned. And of course, I have to wait, since it's just hit the weekend, I have to wait until the middle of next week to get it done, so I'm just really groggy. Alright, let's focus on fighting. Fire guys are not a good enemy to grind on. So we're just gonna do my best to heal up as much as I can and then just go on to the next floor. Hopefully there's a better situation there. The score is 5. It's fine. These guys have a defense, so do that. Or don't, they don't have a defense. Well, whatever, it's dead. That's what matters. Alright. Probably can just hit you with my hammer. Yeah, I don't need the extra damage on you. Okay. Did I just use this first turn to take out the hammer, bro? Ideally here, I want the medic guy left alive. But I probably need to take out the hammer with the first turn. Okay, I think what I do... Hopefully this works on the Tsar. Please work. Oh, yeah, it doesn't work. Okay. Maybe I just leave the Tsar alive then? The Tsar's so much worse though. Okay, you take that out, and yeah. Okay, so I could probably do pair carry. It's a little cheaper. Man, just barely. Okay. So I get to grind off a Tsar. This sucks. Because I'm pretty sure these guys also drain your star power. Yeah, they do. Okay. Not terrible. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Gotcha. Just enough. Okay, we're pulling out what? That way you won't get your spikes out. Okay. Not what I wanted. What? Okay. That is not an enemy I was expecting to see. Well, in theory I should do a water attack and then... yeah. I have to make sure the water attack is good enough to take out the medic. Okay, I think that was enough. Yeah, it was more than enough, actually. Sweet. Okay. Problem is that none of these guys are really good to grind off of. It's mostly just going to be about, let's just end the fight. Alice is probably fine. Apparently... why did I do 4 damage and... do I have a defense thing on? I should at least do 5. Right? I have to check my badges. Decent stats. Alright. Did I hit the number? I hit the number. Okay. Now I can stop worrying about coins. Yeah, I do have P down, D up on. Is there a chance I need to swap that out? Especially if I'm facing Koopa Trolls? Probably be worth. And that means I can take out Koopa Trolls with just 2 Quakes. Awkward though, because it means I'm taking more damage. It's fine. Although I'm gonna be left with the Koopa Troll again. I'd prefer you to be shrunk. Okay. Let's end it. Not gonna get much better. Just Azar again. Why didn't you buff? Have they ever not buffed? I am confused by this reaction, but I'll take it. I mean, in all essence, it means one extra... Well, I assume one extra turn of not being attacked at full advantage power level thing. Why aren't you doing it? I'm so incredibly grateful that you're not doing it, but why aren't you doing it? Alright, now you're doing it. Weird. Just hammer it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, triple stack. I have to be aware. I can't just hit. Well, I can. Okay. We're gonna hit as hard as we can. Yes, just do it. Ah, I hate this. That would have liked health. Please attack my partner. Nope. Alright. Maybe the defense thing is better to be on right now. Considering I'm having to use Starstorm every time. Okay. Of course, I would have been fine with just a tiny little... Actually, if I'd gotten the heal off this turn, I would have been fine. I'd be at 1. Or if I guarded more, but guarding against all those hammers is rough. And we don't worry about it. Okay, yeah, this is why I have it on. And if I do this, and just do it every turn, what happens? That's 8. So you're not going to heal them back to full. So 9, 9, and 7. So that's 25 damage? Yeah, it's 25 damage. Yeah, it's not gonna work. Just had to call in reinforcements. And in theory, I should have just taken out the meta guy last turn. No, because I had to take care of the bomb. Ugh. If only we were walking into this with a little bit more health, I would have been fine. Why does it have to be so troublesome? But even if I focus and then heal... I can try and make him dizzy? Okay. And this is pretty much all or nothing. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna have to eat one of my Ultra Shrooms, I guess. Or Jelly Ultras. Okay, that works. That works. Sort of. Even if I got 6... If I got healed twice, it could work. Off of Happy Heart, but that's a stretch. Not to mention that the Mega Shock has to work twice as well. I hate this. Meta guy, you suck. Oh, they stay flipped. God, I hate this. Okay, so here's the big dilemma. The big dilemma is my strategy doesn't work because they'll still be at 1 HP next turn. Dang it!
So I have the option just to say, oh, screw it, just give up the life shroom, right? Maybe I don't, even. Or I use them for freaking... I mean, at this point, it's... I don't have a choice, but either finish them off or go out of sight. I hate this so much. Right to the worst. Just a tiny bit more health, and I could just reach. And they'd all be dead. And then I could heal up completely. Pretty much completely. So without life shrooms, what do I do? So like, even if I just eat a Jelly Ultra, what am I doing? I'm basically gonna get put back to full health. Can I defeat them? And they do 25 damage to me. So in 2 cycles, can I kill them all?
I guess. Alright. We're just giving up on this. They all get to go back to being at full health. And we're just gonna eat its thing. Screw medics. Yeah, they just go right back to full health. This sucks. And I'm one shy of just taking them out. And I'd still be gambling on recovering 3 HP. And I would have died. Okay. I'm still practically gambling, though. No, I'm still in the same situation, aren't I? Hold on. Am I still in the same situation? Maybe not. Okay, that changes things a little bit, actually. Now I can just... Alright, now I can just Mega Quake twice. Thank God. Alright. Okay, if you had just gotten freaking electrocuted the first time, would have been fine. Okay. Alright, now I just go into regular charge everything up. Oh, that was hell! Why this freaking 3 times I got hit by dizziness? And like 1 time I got lucky not to get dizzy. It was so bad. Okay, this is definitely 9th floor.
I think I just set myself up to take it out as fast as possible. Now let's see, what stuff do I just take off? Take those off. That, right? Could try taking this off. Oh, that's everything I need, right? Okay. So let's see, I can do 7, this is 8, 9, and then 10. So that puts me at 10. And then I just go out of trade-off going out of sight and make it quaking.
Okay. How does this change? I can just Starstorm and then Shriek. Yeah, because I don't have to go out of sight on the even turns anyways. Dang it, I suppose I should have screeched first. Yeah, I forgot about the fact that you try and take away my abilities. That's the thing. Don't focus, what am I doing? We're just, yeah, we're doing this now. End the fight as fast as possible. Whatever I do, don't lose my hammer. Okay. Alright, I get through the rest of the fight unscathed. Okay. Take everything as important. What are you? You're Stone Cap. I don't really care. But apparently I have room for all of it. Got a jamming jelly. That's right, I'm missing one life stream, one jelly ultra. Okay. Huh. Yeah, probably means I'm gonna get an ultra shroom next floor if I got a jam and jelly. Interesting. The downpouring rain brought prosperity to all. Any fool who should sell him soon after would fall. Kept hidden in darkness and delayed many times, but once it was finished he had paid for his crimes. The rain is a mystery hidden, wonders abound. Should you reach the bottom, his power shall be found. Okay, and our badge is... Oh god, it's another Defend Plus! Oh my god, that's so good! Ooh. Friggin', it's gonna be the last 3 Thors that has all the goodies. I kinda hope we don't have like a weird boss at the end of the bottom. I just kinda wanna just, you know, take my prize and leave. It's not gonna be like that, is it? Ugh. Okay. Well, let's go down a floor and then look at my badges. Holy mackerel, that Defend Plus makes me feel good. And it probably would have helped a lot with some of the refights. Probably the Ice King in particular. Okay, we're getting into the ancient tomb stuff. Okay, I'm gonna go figure out badges. Okay, so I opted, based off what enemies, I think I remember all the enemies that were in the ancient ruins. I've decided that for the most part, just to have my defense up, I traded out the crazy happy heart or whatever. It's just called crazy heart? Yeah, it's just called crazy heart. For that Defend Plus, because I figure, well, it's great for healing up at the end of the fight. Like, the Defend Plus is going to do more during the start of the fight when there's multiple enemies attacking and everything. So, I'm just going to keep the Happy Flowers on so I can keep my FP up. And otherwise, I'm just trying to keep myself healthy and alive. Because I should be able to handle the enemies down here. As long as they don't... Yeah, there shouldn't be any healers, right? The healers are the big issue for the previous set of floors. Everything's fine as long as they aren't healing. Okay. So, nothing to do but just walk into you. Because I can't damage you. Yep. Okay. I mean, Mario's only decision is focusing, so go ahead. Alright, what is my partner doing this turn? I could either charge with Goombario, I could even, like, boost up my health with Lackluster. If I do a water block, it'll do 12, but it'll cost less. But that's if I get hit every time. Probably fine though, and it saves on FP a little bit. Even if I take out one of the ghosts, it'll like only be 11 damage, but yeah. Oh god. Oh, I'm not timing that. Ah, this sucks. Alright. Okay, I get to be shrunk. 27 damage, right? Yeah. Alright, we're gonna dump and chill out on them. And then at this point, I should be able to just work on them. Okay. Mario's not going to be doing any attacking. I guess he just focused then. Of course you go invisible. Yay, got one.
I already know I'm getting the full use out of the chill out water block. So I'm saving 18 damage, or I can heal for 20. Yep, so I just heal then. Oh, the goodness is, once I get down to 1, it won't be bad to grind off of if it only doing 5 damage.
Okay, that is so much easier. Dark moves are so much easier an enemy to grind off of. There's literally nothing they can do to terrify me. Okay. So just get them down fast and then take out the pokey. Yep. Alright, what the heck do you do? Well that was good. Okay. So you're down to a head. This is fine, I won't take you out. I'm gonna heal. This is just... I haven't really been paying attention to how much damage they do. Cooper's doing a fine job. Okay. 6 or 7. Okay. 3? Oh my god. That Pokey's is a wonderful enemy to grind off of. Okay then. Wow, okay. I'm gonna love these Pokies down here. Please, more Pokies. Yes! Oh. So there's no... Oh. Okay. So there's no way to kill those... What did they even freaking call? I really can't remember. Dark Bones, duh. Okay. If I attack the thing of fire, it'll hurt. Probably best off just taking these guys out. Have to do this because of D up, D A down. Okay, fine, you've took my defense down, I hate you. Like, even with that -2 defense, if I could get the Poke by itself, it'd still be really, really good. Okay, I do that so that the fire doesn't split. It might actually be in my benefit just to start refreshing with Mario. And then squirt next turn. And then just try and end the fight at a convenient time. Well, that helps. The multi-attack's good with all my defense buffs. At least as long as I stay above the... out of the negative range. Okay, so you just squirt. You are officially dealt with. If I left the dry bones alive... Can I grind off it? Well, for starters, we'll do this. Take him out for another round. Alright, we're gonna try this. Yeah, you still don't do that much damage. Okay. I don't really have Pokies memorized for defense. And I have no idea how much defense the Dead Bones have. They've managed to... I don't think I've ever attacked them with a hit anything that's actually done damage other than damage-piercing stuff. Ah, I do poison. for a single turn. Well, that's crazy harmless. Yeah, so I think I can keep pace with the dead bones. Okay. Well, that's not what I was expecting. And the stone cop is oddly probably better because it's a good emergency button I can use. Huh. Yeah. Prefer the super mushroom actually. Okay, this is a fight I just end as quickly as possible. You don't have any defense. That's fine, I don't need to use items. Yeah, this is fine. Okay, that was fast. You would think these metal pogies would have more defense. But only really a defense of 2. Yeah, okay. Three, rather. Yeah, 3. I'm starting to wonder if I even need the bother I had with hammer throw. It's good if I need it to finish off one of the ember things, though. Yeah, conflagrar. Yeah, of course. It's fine, I'll still be leaving this battle mostly... Oh, okay. Fortunately, I only can do up to 6. So, let's just heal up. Okay. Another one of views. Okay, this is fine still. The shrinkage is gonna be annoying, isn't it? Okay, it's not like I was gonna be using that hammer anymore anyhow. Okay. That's good. The fact that I'm at full health is a sign that the Pokies are very, very easy enemy to deal with. Hooray. Ooh, okay. Oh man, those do no damage. So in reality, I really could probably grind off two, as long as I don't have any defense downs. Four coins. I'm gonna check what level I'm on. No, almost. Okay, this one has the things. Okay. Okay. The thing I want to mention about the booze is that I've noticed there's a tell to before they wind up their attack. They start the idle animation of the boo. They suddenly start bobbing up and down in the reverse direction when they're ready to wind up their attack. It's not like there's still a delay until they attack, but it's the same length of time every time. So it's helping me time that out. Really interesting. I really don't know what to expect right now. Because I don't know of a place deeper than the ancient ruins. Yeah, this is just a normal fight. Like, I can get the full health off of this fight. So, So, I don't know if it's just gonna be, like, full parties, like 6 enemies, or like 8 enemies at a time or something like that. Something's gotta happen to amp up the difficulty, and I don't know that it's going to it can involve like newer enemies, like, because there hasn't been no place for us to see them. And it's still too early. Okay. Nah, too late. Still really hard to time. But at least I know when... I'm like... Instead of being like seconds off, I'm milliseconds off each time now. Okay. I think I just go ahead and finish you off. What the heck? Ah, they just freaking dropped an Ultra Shroom! What the heck did I do on this floor? I can't afford... Drop the Jam and Jelly. Yeah, I just dropped the Jam and Jelly. Gosh, that's a waste. Alright, what are you? Pal Gel. Worthless! Stone Cap is... I don't know why the Repel Gels are, like, treated as better than the Stone Caps in this game. They're not. Oh, okay. Yeah, we get rid of the Gem Jelly for that. Okay. Okay. An emperor so evil his land brought only death. Monsters so vile they stole every breath. Invincible cannons, chomps that can fake. A fiery-tongued plant that leaves ruin in its wake. A once pathetic foe that blocks a frosted path. But only 10 floors more and yours is the last laugh. Weird. Alright, this is definitely Power Plus. Yeah, of course. Okay.